Hello everyone, we are the Canadian Disney family coming to you live from Toronto on Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas Eve everyone. We are here checking out the Christmas decorations. Usually what we would do a nice relaxing drive around the city looking at the Christmas lights. But we know that some of our viewers see that driving sometimes isn't the best. So we thought, you know what? It actually is okay weather out. So why not do a relaxing stroll around Toronto, checking out the Christmas lights and decorations, the Christmas homes. And what we're going to do, since we've been doing polls this year, Christmas polls, brought to you also by our subscribers, our family members, have inspired some of the polls, like Kay and Daniel. We're going to try to decide tonight on our stream what is the best Christmas movie of all time. So we're going to try to do that live, the poll live. So we're going to have some competition between the movies and see if we can decide right here in Canadian Disney Family what the best Christmas movie is. And a huge thank you to Daniel Bell for being a family member for 1 month, for being part of our cousin crew. Thank you so much, Daniel, and Merry Christmas. Welcome in, EP. How are you? Merry Christmas Eve. And welcome in, Kinsley. Always our mod family. Thank you so much for being here. And you're so beautiful. And we got some snow on the ground. So it's a little bit of a rainy Christmas rather than a white Christmas. But there is snow on the ground, so I'm happy with that. At least there's a little bit of snow. So this is actually the street that we walked on Halloween. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let's go back to that same neighborhood and compare what it looks like from Halloween to Christmas. So this is the street in Toronto. Welcome in, Jack. How are you? Merry Christmas Eve. So this is the street in Toronto that actually gets shut down on Halloween. So the road is closed because of how Halloweenish it is. So I was like, you know what? Let's compare if they have the same type of Christmas spirit. Oh no, Daniel, we are sending hugs and lights. Hopefully you have found some happiness in today. You have brought us so much happiness, Daniel. So we hope that you also find happiness. You have been such an awesome family member and so supportive. So thank you for being here with us. And we're happy that you are here and hopefully all better. And hopefully Christmas brings you some joy and some cheer. Try not to step in all the puddles. And your poll did so well, Daniel. Actually, let me check the results so far of Daniel's inspired poll. Actually, milk is at 100%, Daniel. So, Daniel, when we were at Winterfest this weekend at Canada's Wonderland, Daniel Bell came up with an amazing question, and I thought that was so great for Christmas poll. Whether you mix your hot chocolate mix, your homemade mix, with water or with milk. I thought that was an amazing question because if you look at the package, they give you the option for both. Some of them actually just say water, but with 9 votes, it is 100% 80% milk. I'm going to use this milk for their homemade hot chocolate mix. Oh, okay, good. That crisis was averted, Daniel. I know some Christmas, the last minute Christmas shopping. I get it. I get super overwhelmed as well. Like, do I have enough? Where's this gift? I had to look through my orders today. So thank you for sharing that with us. Because it is true. It is so common around Christmas. As beautiful and amazing as Christmas is, it can get stressful at times. So I hear you and I understand. But I'm happy everything worked out and got sorted, Daniel. So happy to hear that. And the street is pretty bright. Pretty bright. We are going to head to that really festive house that we walked to on Halloween that actually made the news. Sometimes it actually makes the news for Christmas. But there's been other streets lately that have been making the news in Toronto for Christmas. There's one called Kringlewood. Not sure if you've heard about that, but it is Kringlewood, and they actually line up the entire street with inflatable Santas. So I think that's super cool. I would love to go there one year and take the stream. God willing, next year we can do that with all of you. Or maybe next week actually for Christmas. That'd be pretty cool if they keep them up. That'd be a good idea for a stream. Next we can see all the inflatable Santas on the street. It's just a little bit far away from us, but we would definitely make the trip for all of you guys. Ooh, EP says yes, you can also make the homemade hot chocolate with oat milk or soy milk. Yummy. I actually saw, speaking of oat milk, not sure if you have any fans of eggnog in the chat, but I saw oatnog this year. Have you guys had or heard of that, oatnog? So it was, I guess, oat milk inspired. Oh, this house is so pretty. The garlands. There's some inflatables here. Let's see if Santa pops out of the chimney. He goes. Oh, this street has ended up so beautifully. All the beautiful Christmas lights. Hot chocolate instead of eggnog. Yeah, we actually did that on one of our polls. If you had to choose one Christmas drink for the rest of Christmas time, would you pick hot chocolate or eggnog? There was actually some votes for eggnog, but I'm pretty sure hot chocolate won with like a landslide. Like I think it was like 80% to 20%. Hot chocolate is definitely the drink of Christmas. You never go wrong with hot chocolate. And extra chocolate. Very, very beautiful. I'm gonna actually cross the street. And it's not too puddly. Sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you. Starbucks, yes. Starbucks makes really, really good hot chocolate. That's what I would pick. Like in Canada, we obviously have the Tim Hortons that is famous. But I would definitely choose Starbucks hot chocolate this time of year compared to Tim Hortons or any of the other fast food like Second Cup or Dunkin' Donuts, let's just say. I definitely would choose. Oh, the street is so pretty. Thinking if we can get to the street I want to get to. I think we can. Nice and sugary, the Starbucks one. I was saying actually on Saturday, yeah, Winterfest, I found a hot chocolate that actually is sugar-free hot chocolate. And it's by Castle Kitchen. I found it on Amazon, and it's sugar-free dark chocolate, hot chocolate. So it is, and it is super yummy. It sounds like, oh no, it won't be so sweet, it won't be so good because there's no sugar, but it actually tastes so good. It's pure hot chocolate. The street is nice and bright. Oh, not supposed to have caffeine. I hear that. I understand that. I used to actually be like a huge coffee drinker, but now it kind of makes me a little bit jittery, the caffeine from coffee. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the Christmas lights. They all look like gingerbread houses with the Christmas lights on. Everyone getting ready for Christmas Eve tomorrow. Does everybody in the chat all have their gifts wrapped? That is a very, very good point, Daniel. You don't know how much sugar is in things until you actually can't have it. Or if you look at the contents of things, you'd be so surprised how sneaky sugar is. Sugar just creeps up into everything. Yes, a lot of food. Even what's so sneaky is I really love my cereals, my breakfast cereals. But so many cereals have so much sugars. Even like the healthy ones, the organic ones. It's like, wow, there's still so much sugar. But calories and sugars don't count at Christmas. That's how I like to think about it. Oh, wow, even yogurt, see? And yogurt is like so super healthy. It's actually a beautiful night out tonight. The only downfall is that the snow kind of turned into slush a little bit. We didn't get too much snow, Daniel, but the snow was kind of turning into slush, so then it doesn't make it for the most pleasant walkabout, but the temperature wise is actually really good. Oh, this house is so nicely decorated. Oh, Daniel, that's so funny. So I'm not allowed to eat anything. Aww. Oh wow, even pasta. That is a very strict diet. I completely hear you on that one. That is a tough one, but I'm sure you can get through it. We believe in you, Daniel. But that is very tough. Even pasta. Wow, pasta is like my go-to. right getting to... Oh, there's snow that stuck to the park, so that's good. Oh, we made it like perfect timing. It's across, so there's no man, but it is green, so we're good. Oh, changed fast at me. See, I'm going on a stroll with you guys so that I can have the sugar and calories the next couple weeks. I'm burning them off together. Hopefully everyone is nice and cozy at home. What we are gonna do is we're gonna start, as I said, to do our Christmas poll of what we think the best Christmas movie is. Since we've been doing our Christmas polls, we decided on the best Christmas song. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, which I understand that. I feel like that song though, like it is so good, but I feel like I only can listen to it at the start of Christmas, if that makes sense. I'm like only in like November, the beginning of December, and then after that I'm like, well, it is Christmas. But that one for the best Christmas song. So we're gonna try to decide what the best Christmas movie is. Oh, this is very beautiful, this house. All right, so first up, we have two of the classics together. And I'm trying to find the brightest street to turn down. I'm trying to turn down this one. So the first up, we have Rudolph versus Frosty the Snowman. So I'll give 1 minute for the chat to decide between, if you had to watch one or the other, would you choose Rudolph or would you choose Frosty the Snowman? DP says both. If you had, I know that one's pretty tough because they're both like the classics. I feel like if you had to choose, like you only had time on Christmas Eve to watch one. I know we might have a tie between Rudolph and Frosty. Oh, but Kinsley might have been the tiebreaker. She said Rudolph. So, but that is tough. It is tough. It is a difficult one. The two of the classics together, Rudolph or Frosty. I get two TVs and watch them both. That is funny. One upstairs, one downstairs. Hey, Olaf. Oh, I love the little inflatables. We're going to a really cool house that has a lot of inflatables. That's the one again the news usually shows here in Toronto. Right in towards that. Oh, I see some more photos. Oh, this street is so beautiful. So many lights. This one, we have a tie. You choose both. Mackenzie chose Rudolph. So maybe tie. Olaf. And I see Stitchy across the street with a gingerbread man and Hello Kitty. Those are so cute. And actually we did the poll of classic lights versus colorful lights. So the classic white lights are the colorful ones. And classic also won by a lot. The white lights. Here's Stitch. Welcome in, ZNA Dad. Thank you for being here. We're trying to decide if you had to choose between Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman. So which one to watch? On Christmas Eve, you only could watch one. What could you watch? We have Daniel said both. EP said both. Kinsey said Rudolph. Maybe we can get your vote in. What do you think? Look, I think this house votes Frosty. Ooh. DNA Dad picked Frosty. So we really have a tie between Rudolph and Frosty now. Oh, we'll save that. We'll have to come back to that. Maybe get some more family in the chat. We will come back to asking that Rudolph versus Frosty again. Okay, so oh, the Snow Warriors, Jack Frost. Jack Frost is so sad, though. I know it's a good Christmas movie, but I feel like it just makes me so sad. Frosty also makes me sad, though, too. Like, when he melts. Definitely has a good ending. That makes me sad. Both of them have a little bit of sadness in them. Okay, so the next up is Elf versus National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. If you had to choose just one, would you choose Elf? Or would you choose National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation to watch? Look, this one has the snowman hiding behind. See, both of those movies are so good. So EP chose National Lampoon, even though that they're both good. Ooh, Daniel chose National Lampoon. DNA Dad, that is a quote from Elf. So I'm gonna count your vote as Elf. I'm in a store and I'm singing when he's so excited that Santa is coming. But I think I watched it. National Lampoon is so funny. Deck the halls of boughs of holly. That song always reminds me of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So good. This house is amazing. I think that at one point it was playing music though. Let's see if we can catch it playing music. That is quite the fuzz. Yes, that is quite the. I thought that a couple of weeks ago we drove by and it was playing music, and it also in the windows. See, it looks like Mariah Carey. In the windows, it was showing Elphaba and Glinda, like the Wicked Witch and the Good Witch. That's what I thought. But this is really cool. Very cool. This house wins so far the Christmas competition. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. It's back. Or use Pulse Mesh app. Okay, so in the window up there, it says tune to 88.5 FM or use Pulse Mesh app. That's really cool. So instead of like blasting the music out loud, you can tune your radio station to 88.5 FM. That's really cool. Very good idea. That's awesome. So it doesn't disturb the neighbors. Very cool. Very cool idea. And a pink flamingo. Look, and there's a reindeer. Really, really cool. Very well done, little house. A+. There's a flamingo. So cool. So I think National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation actually won that round. At least we had a definitive winner there. The Rudolph and Frosty was pretty hard. But National Lampoon, the classic, won over Elf. Elf is hilarious, so it is very, very funny. I don't think I could go Christmas without watching Elf. But National Lampoon's, I have watched it already, I think twice. So, so good. So we are on the road officially, or the street officially of that house that should be the winner, but let's see. The house that makes news here in Toronto for being one of the most festive houses. I see little inflatables. Alright, so next round we have, this one I thought was kind of cool to think of. So How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, so the real life one, or The Grinch, the cartoon one. If you had to choose between How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the real life version, or The Grinch, the new one, like the cartoon one, where they put kind of a little spin on it, what would you choose to watch? Hey family, more family coming. Hey Stepan, how are you? So nice to see you. Merry Christmas Eve, my friends. Welcome in, Bino, how are you? We are doing our Christmas polls right now. So we were trying to decide on what the ultimate Christmas movie is here on Canadian Disney Family. So we already did Rudolph versus Frosty, but we were deadlocked in it. We came up with a tie, so we're gonna have to come back to that one. Then we did National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus Elf, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation won. So now we were doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas versus The Grinch. So How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, the real life version, or The Grinch, the cartoon one that came out not too long ago. If you had to choose one on Christmas Eve, you only had time for one. Which one would you choose? I see cartoon. EP says cartoon. Daniel says live action. Live action. Live action Jim Carrey. Bino says cartoon. Oh, Belle says The Grinch. Jim Carrey's The Grinch. And then EP says the original. Okay, we'll count that. I know which one you're talking about. The Grinch. The one that came out, yes, in the 70s. You actually just brought back such a good memory, EP. So now I was little on Christmas Eve, which I still do. I watch Christmas movies all day. And I used to have the VHSs of all the different Christmas movies. And The Grinch, that cartoon one, was one of them. And I always loved watching it. I thought his voice was so cool in that cartoon one. Oh, I haven't watched one in so long. I'm going to see if I can find it for tomorrow and bring that back. The cartoon one puts you to sleep. Maybe that's a good lullaby, though, for you, Daniel. I'm watching The Grinch. But wow, okay, so we have to count those votes. We have to count those votes. We got, oh, Hallmark. Yes, I love Hallmark, Daniel. Me too. Hallmark Christmas movies. Love them. It's so, I'm so happy you like them too. So we got cartoon, Jim Carrey, cartoon, Jim Carrey, cartoon. I think cartoon might be the winner. The cartoon of The Grinch. Interesting. I wish I could do like a Hallmark movie one. Not a lot of people know all the names though. All the names though some of them kind of sound very similar. The good thing actually about Hallmark Christmas is Hallmark plays their Christmas movies, I think, until the second week of January, the first week. So I always kind of save it for after Christmas. I watch majority of the Christmas classics, like these ones in our polls, and then I always watch Hallmark because they keep them on TV for a little bit longer for all of us romantics that like the Christmas, the movies. Oh, these houses look so beautiful. So we're getting to that house. I'm going to stay actually on this side of the street to lead up to it. Alright, so our next Christmas movie is... Oh, this one's, I think, pretty good. A Christmas Carol or It's a Wonderful Life. So if you had to watch either or, Belle, you actually inspired this matchup. Because I remember at Winterfest you saying that you were watching A Christmas Carol. The black and white one. I know It's a Wonderful Life is also in black and white. So if you had to choose between watching either or, which one would you choose? So A Christmas Carol with the ghosts or It's a Wonderful Life? Oh, so happy, Sippin', that you're enjoying the Christmas decorations here on Glen Lake in Toronto. The street is so festive. So this street is one of the streets that goes all out at Halloween. So we're like, let's compare Halloween to Christmas and see the difference. I'm so happy that you're enjoying it. Hopefully it's bringing you some Christmas cheer. Hope you're all ready for Christmas tomorrow. Santa comes tomorrow, friends. Wow, look at the little snow family. So cute. There's Santa. So we're leading up. Oh, actually this year, oh, I'm kind of sad. They didn't do it as, they did have Rudolph, I guess. They took down Rudolph, or maybe he's uninflated today. There's Frosty. Oh, so we got A Christmas Carol, and we got, oh, It's a Wonderful Life. So we are tied right now between It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Carol. Both of them actually, I feel like they're definitely powerful, but a little bit more sad. Oh, I'm kind of sad with this house. Usually they have like the Rudolph, but still this street is very festive. I love this joy sign. Oh, Belle, you inspired this. So if you had to choose A Christmas Carol to watch or It's a Wonderful Life, I thought of you while making this matchup because I know that you were watching it. So we're going to go to the house that I was talking about, but they don't have their iconic Rudolph. I'm a little bit sad. But they do have the Grinch, so. It's actually a beautiful night out tonight. Very, very, it's actually warm a little bit. It says it's 4 degrees, so it's pretty good for Christmas Eve. So this is the house. It still is really well decorated, but usually it's a little bit more. That is true. I know there was a lot of versions of the Christmas Carol. Speaking of Jim Carrey, I know there is Jim Carrey made a Christmas Carol version. Today we watched a little bit of the Mickey's one, Mickey's Christmas Carol. I see these little bears. They're hugging, and they actually have Daily Bread Food Bank. The box there. Little hugging bears. Christmas lights hanging. They usually actually have in one of the windows the lamp from A Christmas Story. See the chunky Christmas lights. Oh, but their Rudolph isn't inflated, but they're Grinches. Oh, Belle chose A Christmas Carol. Belle, you're the deciding vote, so Christmas Carol wins. I know the walkway is so nice. Usually they have Rudolph actually right next to the Grinch, but this year they don't. A little bit sad, but maybe it got deflated. Very nice to have Teach Peace. And then, is it up there in that window? One of the windows, they usually have the lamp from A Christmas Story, but maybe not this year. Oh, I'm a little bit sad, but it's okay. Still looks good. Still bright. And the grin. All they have is, yeah, this inflatable though. Oh, the little hugging bear, so cute. Just want to give it a hug. It's so cute, little polka dotted bear. And next door they have the projections on the house. Welcome in, Nicole. How are you? Thank you for being here. We are doing our Christmas movie poll. So we're trying to decide on what the best Christmas movies of all times are. Doing some different matchups. So if you can help us with the next one. If you were to choose Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas or a Charlie Brown Christmas, which one would you pick? Oh, good job. Good. Thank you for your suggestions. We're doing we're doing some matchups and trying to decide between those matchups, or like versing different Christmas movies together. So right now, if you had to choose Alvin and the Chipmunks, so if you only had time to watch one Christmas movie on Christmas Eve, would you watch Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas, or would you watch a Charlie Brown Christmas? This we got. Kinsey voted on Alvin and the Chipmunks. I see that. I love the Alvin and the Chipmunks. Nicole also says Alvin. Bino says Charlie Brown in a landslide. Charlie Brown. We actually did watch a Charlie Brown Christmas a few times today. We had it on repeat. But right now, Alvin is winning with 2 votes. He had 2-1. Ooh, it's definitely slippery there. So the weather is very good, but it made the snow very, very slippery. Oh, Daniel says Alvin too. Alvin. That song that Christmas Don't Be Late is from that movie. I love Charlie Brown too. This is kind of tough as I put them together, but we have Alvin again. Oh, and then Belle says Charlie Brown. Alvin's still winning though. So that's just little subtle Christmas projections. Very nice. It's kind of the easy way to do Christmas lights. Just put the projections, so you don't have to worry about climbing the roof. And you are set. Got 1, 2, 3 for Alvin, and then 1, 2 for Charlie Brown. Wow, Charlie Brown lost Alvin and the Chipmunks. Charlie Brown, though, is still a classic. These ones are definitely tough. I will admit they're tough. Oh, and DNA Dad also says Alvin. So Alvin and the Chipmunks won. Definitely have to watch Alvin and the Chipmunks tomorrow. That is one of my must. I actually watched Charlie Brown too, so. But awesome. Getting our winners in. So since we have more family in the chat, we're going to go back to our original matchup that unfortunately didn't get a winner. We're going to vote right now. So you have 1 minute to vote. If you had to choose between these two movies, you only had time to watch one Christmas movie from wrapping all your presents and having all your hot chocolate. Would you choose Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or would you choose Frosty the Snowman? 1 minute, we have to decide. Because we got in a tie before. Oh, this one has a Mickey Mouse. Kinsley sticking to Rudolph. Welcome in, Robert Sprite. How are you? Merry Christmas Eve. Ooh, Robert also votes for Rudolph. We have 2 votes for Rudolph. Karen, welcome in. How are you? Merry Christmas Eve. How are you? Daniel still says both. We got Rudolph. We have Kinsey Rudolph. Robert has Rudolph. Karen has Rudolph. Ooh, DNA Dad says Jack Frost or Frosty. Oh, Kamal says Rudolph. Oh, no problem, Daniel. If we do not get to speak to you, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much for being our part of our family. Thank you for all your support. And remember, try not to stress out. Try to focus on the happiness and cheerfulness of Christmas. Thank you so much for being here, Daniel, and for your votes. Looks like Rudolph actually might have Rudolph as the winner. Oh, thank you, Daniel. We've had a blast voting with you and talking to you. Thank you so much, Daniel, for participating and chatting with us. So much fun, and Merry Christmas. Oh, this house is festive. The lights dancing around. Same with that one up there. Is everyone in the chat all done? Oh, I thought it was Christmas lights. Silly. Is anyone in the chat all done wrapping? All right, we have a really good matchup coming up. So we are going to vote either. Ready? Home Alone. We did do already Home Alone 1 versus Home Alone 2 actually on a poll on our channel, and Home Alone won by quite a bit. And I was the one that was like you can't vote on your own polls, but if I did vote, I would vote Home Alone 2. So I guess I was definitely in the minority a little bit. But that's okay. But we're gonna do Home Alone, so Home Alone 1 versus, again, if you had to watch only one Christmas movie, would you watch Home Alone 1 or The Santa Claus? So Home Alone 1 or the Santa Claus. Wow, this one's beautiful. You can see that tree. So nice and vibrant right at the front. Beautiful. So if we had to vote between watching the Home Alone 1 or the Santa Claus, would you pick the Santa Claus or Home Alone? We have the Santa Claus from Kinsley, the Santa Claus from Karen. EP, the Santa Claus is Tim Allen. So Tim Allen, and he stars as Scott Calvin, and he has the son Charlie. And then he falls off, like Santa falls off the roof, and then he becomes the new Santa, goes to the North Pole, and Charlie helps him become Santa Claus. Oh, Nicole says Home Alone, so we have 2 votes for the Santa Claus, and then 1 vote for Home Alone. Oh, Belle also votes the Santa Claus. Oh, Bino says that the Santa Claus was filmed in Toronto. Yes, I actually did hear that it was filmed actually in a variety of areas around Ontario, Canada. And I think one of the parts actually, Canadian Disney Dad said, was filmed at Riverdale Hill. Actually, we live streamed there once. So that's pretty cool. So we have a lot of votes actually for the Santa Claus. I know it is hard. I try to make the matchups as hard as I could. Oh yeah, it's a big between Home Alone or the Santa Claus. Now I feel like it's hard because Disney Plus, we have Disney Plus, and they have a lot of the good movies. Actually, this year, even though The Grinch is Universal, How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey is actually on Disney Plus. Fun fact if you didn't know. So sometimes it's hard. We're on Disney Plus and we're like, which one do we watch? It's looking like the Santa Claus might be the winner. Looking like the Santa Claus. So they're both so good, but I would also personally choose the Santa Claus if I had to pick between them. So this next matchup is quite new, I guess, fairly on the newer side of Christmas movies. Good nonetheless, but it depends if you've watched it or not. So The Christmas Chronicles, starring Kurt Russell and his partner in the second one. So if you have watched The Christmas Chronicles, if you would choose Christmas Chronicles 1, when they're trying to film Santa and then they end up helping him, or would you choose Christmas Chronicles 2, where they're trying to stop the elf, and that's when Goldie Hawn is in that one, is trying to stop Belle's nickel from stealing the Star of the North Pole. So did you choose 1 or 2? Yes, all the houses here are so pretty. Very festive, a lot of the lights. Beautiful. And the weather is actually very, very nice out. It's melting the snow, which I kind of hope it doesn't. Gotta vote for Christmas Chronicles too, yeah. This one's super cute. Oh, Christmas Chronicles 1 from DNA Dad. So speaking of this Christmas poll, if you actually Google what IMDb, that famous kind of movie rating site, votes as the top movie, Christmas movie of all times, can you guess, without Googling it, what you think IMDb... Oh, you can hear it a little bit. Oh, these people are playing it out loud from the station. Super cool. It's at this house. So if you had to guess what you think IMDb would vote or list as the top Christmas movie of all time, what would you think? What do you think is the top Christmas movie of all time? With no cheating and Googling it. Well, we got some guesses. Kinsley thinks Home Alone. Ooh, you're close. Home Alone is in the top 3, but not number 1. What do we think IMDb, the movie rating site, rates as the number 1 Christmas movie of all time? Ooh, Karen guessed The Christmas Carol. Very good guess, Karen. But it is not number 1. It's actually top 5, though. Christmas Carol is top 5. I'm actually surprised with one of the top 5, even though it's like an ongoing Christmas debate of the ages. Well, which I'll get into after revealing it. Oh, EP also thinks A Christmas Carol on IMDb is the number 1 Christmas movie all time, but no, it's actually not, according to this website, which is that movie rating website. Belle also would think it'd be Christmas Carol. It's actually not. So number 1, according to IMDb, is, drumroll please, It's a Wonderful Life. Hey Tracy, how are you, princess? Merry Christmas Eve. Thank you for joining us tonight from Christmas Eve here in Toronto. We're on the hunt for Christmas decorations and lights here, and we're doing polls of different matches of Christmas movies and trying to decide what the best one is. But IMDb does say that number 1 is actually It's a Wonderful Life, which I know is an amazing movie. I'm surprised it's number 1. And number 2, Home Alone. So I guess Home Alone. And A Christmas Carol is actually number 4. And number 3, which is the big debate, one of the biggest Christmas debates of all time, is Die Hard, A Christmas Movie. So number 3 is actually Die Hard. So IMDb approves it as a Christmas movie. So, oh, EP says that she loves Die Hard. Interesting. So Macaulay Culkin, the little boy now, he is a grown boy, but who stars in Home Alone? I actually saw, I think, Canadian Disney's dad showed me a short of him saying it, if I want to remember correctly. And he says that he's the godfather of Christmas because of his obviously very famous Christmas movie. And he says Die Hard, his vote, so Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone, his vote is that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. He said that it's not. And his reason he said is if it takes place like near St. Patrick's Day, it would also work. Like it would still also be a movie. Whereas Home Alone, if you take away Christmas, it's not as effective. It's just a boy who, like, unfortunately left home alone. So, interesting take. But what do you think, chat? Is Die Hard really a Christmas movie? I actually personally don't think I've ever even seen it. Unless it came on when I was little and I don't really remember. Oh, Kinsley thinks no. Oh, Tracy also says she feels like no, but always watch at Christmas time. That's fair. That's fair. So, judging by our matchups, we have some winners. So let's see if we can decide now between those winners, what's the ultimate Christmas movie? So for Rudolph versus Frosty, Rudolph was the winner. And then versus How the Grinch Stole Christmas versus the Grinch, I think the Grinch won, the cartoon version of it. So if you had to choose on Christmas Eve tomorrow between watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or watching The Grinch, what would you choose, chat? You have 1 minute to decide. What is the ultimate Christmas movie? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or The Grinch? What would you choose to watch? Yes, the weather is super warm. Well, I wouldn't say super warm. The weather is warm outside, but it is very slushy. So thank you, Belle, for watching out. So far, so good. Oh, the 4 of us and the puppy. That's perfect. Christmas, again, is spending time with the ones who matter and who you love most. Furry or not. And I know you and hubby hopefully can just spend some time together. That's what Christmas really is all about. So thank you all also for spending time with me today on Christmas Eve. How beautiful this street is. This is what actually we started. So Grinch, so we have 2 votes for the Grinch. The Grinch versus Rudolph. The Grinch is winning so far. The Grinch versus Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh, Belle says Rudolph though. 2 votes the Grinch and 1 vote Rudolph. Oh, Karen also says the Grinch. Grinch is winning. This house is nice and festive. I think that we have the winner of the Grinch. I like this house. So nice. Well, we want to thank you all for spending time with us this year. The whole year that you have spent with us, spent the time with us, being with us, chatting with us, being part of our family. We truly appreciate it. We will be live streaming at some point either this weekend or next week for sure. We're going to still keep the Christmas spirit alive because we do celebrate 12 days of Christmas actually. So we will be keeping the Christmas alive and be celebrating with you all. But we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much for being a part of our family. We truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you who takes time just to chat with us or be here with us or liking our stream, being with us. You guys have truly made our Christmas this year. So thank you so, so much. We also want to give a special thank you to our channel members, Kay Wilby, Canadian Vasily, Randy Ruck, Littlest Stormtrooper, Bell GC, Daniel Bell, and TC. Thank you all for being a special part of our family. But thank you all for being a part of our Christmas. And we want to wish you all a very Merry, Merry Christmas. We hope that you all watch The Grinch, drinking your hot chocolate, looking at the Christmas lights. And I hope that you all have a very, very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, family.